Hey everybody, today I'm making a little bit of a different video than I normally do. Throughout my involvement with game development, I have gotten to know the indie dev community pretty well. Almost every developer I've met that's working on an indie game has been a solo developer, but there seems to be a common sentiment from a vocal minority that's within this community. What's this sentiment, you're probably wondering? Well, it's the belief that you must make every aspect of your game by yourself, and if you don't make everything on your own, your game is somehow not worthy. So today I'm going to be discussing this topic and revealing indie development's biggest lie. First off, let's debunk the idea that you could even make a game on your own. If you're using a game engine like Unreal Engine or Unity to develop your project, well then I hate to break it to you, but you're no longer a solo dev. These engines come loaded with pre-compiled code and plugins, making your life as a developer much easier. The fact that you see so many other indie devs compared to years ago is a testament to just how easy it is to get started using a game engine. But what about so-and-so? He made his own engine. Even if you built your own game engine, you're still using a code editor, which probably consists of dozens of plugins and libraries made by other developers. But Stardew Valley! Haha, yes, the Stardew Valley argument. If you're not familiar with what I'm referring to, Stardew Valley is one of the most successful indie games of all time, and has been famously made by one person, Eric Barone. Barone made the artwork, music, sound effects, and of course all of the development on his own. He even made the engine the game was made in, which has now been migrated to a different engine. And according to Forbes, as of March 2022, Stardew Valley has sold over 20 million copies. So if you're holding yourself and others to the standard of Stardew Valley, stop it. Stardew Valley is a unicorn, meaning it's one of a kind. That's why so many other devs point to this game when trying to make the argument for solo development. But there's something else you should know about Stardew Valley. It took Barone over 4 years to make the game, and he continued to actively work on the game after those 4 years, releasing updates, new features, and bug fixes. By making this game, Barone showed a level of passion and dedication that is seemingly impossible to match. 99% of the people watching this video cannot do what he did. And if you're just getting started in game development, don't spend years on your first project because it won't look like Stardew Valley. Hey guys, I've been spending the last 3 years completely isolated in my basement working on my dream game. I've built everything completely from scratch, from the development to the artwork. I'm pleased to announce that the Adventures of Low Poly Stickman will be coming to Steam. Also, how come when people are making this argument about solo development, they never point to Minecraft? Minecraft should be the apex example of what is possible as a solo game dev. But Minecraft was bought by Microsoft, and if you think Microsoft has only one developer working on this game to somehow keep the integrity of it being a solo developed game, think again. If you've ever heard the phrase "nobody knows how to make a pencil," then you'll understand what I'm getting at. In 1958, economist Leonard E. Reed wrote an essay about this topic titled "I Pencil." In his article, Reed points out all of the elements a pencil is made up of: graphite, cedar, rubber, and metal. Even with all of the materials of a pencil present, Reed challenged that no single person on the face of the earth could make a pencil. To get the wood for the pencil, you need a logger to cut down a cedar tree from the Pacific Northwest. In order to get the graphite, you need miners in China and Sri Lanka. The eraser and the metal band are refined from materials all around the world. So a simple pencil is the result of creative collaboration working through the synthesis of diverse disciplines. And making a video game is no different. While getting started making video games may be easier than ever, making a complete game that functions properly is hard. I talked about this in my video where I hired a developer from Fiverr to make a combat system. When programming anything, games, websites, apps, you're going to encounter bugs. The more features you have in a game, the more bugs you'll find as well. Because of how certain systems may interact with one another, it's not uncommon for new bugs to pop up once you've fixed existing ones. This is part of the reason why game studios of all sizes have multiple people working on a game. It takes a lot of brain power to think through the different problems with your game and develop the best solution to solve them. And if you're doing this all on your own, you might be doing your game and its players a disservice. Also, for some reason, nobody cares about how many people work on a game that's been created by a game studio. But I'd argue that the size of the game studio should be more important than some random solo dev using a purchased asset for their game. AAA games take forever to release today compared to years ago. Think about the time it took for GTA 5 to release after GTA 4 came out. Or how about the amount of time it took for Skyrim to come out after Oblivion was released? Nowadays, it seems like you have to wait an eternity before playing the next game from your favorite franchise. So we should be holding these studios accountable when they have hundreds of developers working on a game that takes decades to release. So how do we properly criticize an indie game then? Well, the answer is not to avoid criticism altogether. There's a famous quote by Thomas Paine that goes, "He who dares not to offend cannot be honest." So I'm not saying give up honesty in pursuit of pleasing others. What I am saying is we should be criticizing the product instead of the process. If you're tempted to leave a comment criticizing a game, first ask yourself what it is you don't like about the game. Do you think the environment isn't immersive enough? Do you think the mechanics lack fluidity? Or do you just not like that the dev outsourced a portion of their game in order to solve a problem? If your answer is the latter, then I would recommend starting this video from the beginning and watching it again. It's much more helpful to the dev and overall community to comment on the product of the game. And it's even more helpful if you offer a solution. For example, I received lots of helpful comments about how to make my combat system look better, like adding a screen shake or changing the enemy's material when getting hit. These are my favorite types of comments because they help me grow and become a better developer. What's not helpful to anyone is leaving a comment criticizing the process and offering no viable solution. You bought those assets online, you could just learn how to do everything yourself. Wow, I never thought about that. Truly enlightening stuff that will change the indie dev community forever. But all jokes aside, a critical comment that is written in the right tone and offers an actual solution can have a positive ripple effect that not only helps the dev that the comment is intended for, but anyone else reading the comment as well. And a comment that is sarcastic or toxic or is meant to tear someone down only makes the person leaving the comment feel good momentarily. So let's band together like the community we are and help each other out. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. The heart behind it is to inspire and encourage. People give up their passions all the time because of the opinions of others. Don't allow some random comment or individual online to discourage you in your game dev journey. Do what you love and do it more often. Alright, well that will do it for today's video. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe for more indie dev and Unreal Engine content. Thanks again everyone, and I'll catch you later.